What is happening, Nerdy Squad? So it looks like we got a lot going on with this whole Taika Waititi having ideas for Thor 5. And I'm going to be straight up honest with y'all. I do not want to see Taika Waititi anywhere near a Thor movie. Because Thor 4 was straight garbage and trash. It honestly felt like a party film of Thor. This is how bad this movie was. I could understand if Chris Hemsworth wants to come back because obviously he should want to redeem himself. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out because I'm gonna go out on top. And Thor 4 was not that movie. Now, in the same breath, I don't think we need another Thor, but if we get one, most likely I believe it's gonna happen. They need to hire another damn director. Taika Waititi don't need to be nowhere near a Thor movie, nowhere near Disney headquarters, nowhere near Marvel offices. He needs to stay the far away. Stay the fuck away. Stay back from Marvel, Disney Studios, whatever y'all want to call it, because Thor 4 was garbage. I enjoyed the third movie, but I'm tired of the jokies, the jokes, the light super heartedness, all that bullshit. Like, Thor needs to go back to the first film where it was very little jokes but more seriousness. That's what made Thor fun to watch. I can't remember Thor 2 for Save My Damn Life. I think it was a lot of dark, not as much fun, but I'd probably rather go back and watch that than sit through Thor 4 again. The movie was just an abomination. It was terrible. It was whack. It just don't make sense to me why we sitting here getting again, it makes sense why we're getting another Thor if we're getting another Thor because obviously Chris Hemsworth wants to redeem himself. But Taika Waititi does not need to direct it. Thor 4. Trash. You cannot pay me to watch that damn movie, okay? When I was sitting there watching it throughout the whole entire film, I just kept waiting for the bullshit to be over and for it to finally get serious. But all the way to the very end, the movie was nothing but jokes and just way too much bullshit. And I look at it as probably one of the worst movies in the MCU, if not the worst movie in the MCU, because of all the bullshit jokes and just how wacky that movie was. So I can see why Chris Hemsworth will want to come back to redeem himself to do another Thor film, Thor 5. But my opinion is this. I don't want to see him constantly come back and do Thor movies because, well, at least standalone movies, because I don't want him to not oversaturate, it's a big word for me to use. I don't want him to overdo it. I don't want them to Fast and Furious the Thor franchise. I think he should have retired when Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. retired after the Avengers Endgame movie. That's when I think he should have stepped away. I think it would have been perfect to let somebody else take up the mantle of Thor if they would have came into Thor 4 and said, okay, we're kind of going to do a soft reboot where somebody else is going to take up the mantle. Maybe Jenny, maybe somebody else. But obviously, I can see why Chris Hemsworth is continuing to come back because nothing outside of Thor has been good for him. I mean, except for probably Extraction 1 and 2. But other than that, I mean, you can go as far back to his Black Hat movie or what other movie has he starred in outside of Disney? I'm trying to think. None of them comes to mind. Men in Black International, I actually like that movie, but there hasn't been a whole lot of success that he's seen outside of Marvel. So I can see why he wants to continue to come back, play this character, but I just don't think, number one, we need another Thor movie as far as a standalone film. He can appear in team-ups, but just not standalone films. But I can see why he would want to come back because he wants to redeem himself for Thor 4. No pun intended. And then, again, we don't need Taika Waititi coming back to direct this film. Taka, stay your ass away. You're going to find something else, a family-friendly film. Maybe Disney can assign you or you go somewhere else. But we don't need you trying to throw your hat out there to direct another Thor film. Hell no. Ain't nobody trying to see that. I have somebody else I watched called No Culture's Toxic said that they need to just reboot the whole damn thing as far as Marvel goes. And he's not necessarily wrong. I do understand what he's saying because after Avengers Endgame, everything has pretty much been going straight downhill for Marvel. But it's like they tasted the high of the highs and now they're tasting the low of the lows. So I kind of understand what he's saying. But again, Thor 5, the rumor is we getting a Thor 5 movie. And hopefully they find somebody else to direct it, not Taika. Maybe they should go back and go get the OG director from the first film, have him direct this one. More seriousness, less jokes. I mean, how could you take this bullshit seriously? How? How? It makes no damn sense. Every 5 seconds, all you kept seeing was his. Every 5 seconds, all you kept seeing was every time Thor kept going to talk to, what was it? The hammer. The axe would pull up right behind him like a jealous bitch. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? So, y'all post your comments down below. You let me know what you all think. I'll catch you on my next video. Peace. I'm out.